So what is happening, everybody? So it's Lee here from Ferry Fit
and Don Maguire.
Don Maguire Fitness. So
Yep.
we're up here in Don's hometown of Ballbuffet at FPA. We've just done a workout there now, that's why we're sweating here. And now for and giggles, we're going to ask each other some questions. Don is getting ready here for a competition in Cork. How many weeks is it out now, Don? Or?
So yeah, we're currently 5 weeks out, and this time around it'll be my first natural show. So this one will be completely tested, polygraphed as far as I'm aware as well. And yeah, then we're on to NABA and the Irish Nationals as well. So 3 shows in the making. So
excellent.
We're getting close.
So people, this is what bulking looks like. This is what cutting and getting ready for a show looks like. For fun, we're going to bounce questions off each other. These have been sent in on Instagram, on Snapchat, etc. So we're going to ask Don one here first.
This should be interesting. I'm scared already.
Scared already? Does your training change much from off season to getting show ready?
Now, my training's always kind of based around hypertrophy, so I kind of go medium style reps, so maybe 8 to 12 reps on everything that I do for the majority of time. So it doesn't really change too much from off season to prep. Really what I do is I kind of come to maybe 6 weeks out, take out legs and just concentrate a bit more on the upper body. Because I do men's physique, then it doesn't actually count for me to do as much leg training. So
excellent. Just
high volume on the upper body, and that's kind of what I stay with. Did that work for you on when you were prepping for your last photo shoot? Or what way did you change it up? Did you keep it the same? Or?
It didn't actually change much from my own style. Like as we done on there now in the workout, it's sort of strength based for the first set, and then I went on the higher reps. So I mainly started off with 5 to 8 reps, kept the strength, and then went on then to 8 to 12, 12 to 15s, and drop sets to keep the intensity up. With a lighter weight, so it didn't change too much. If anything, I know a lot of people say the volume comes down getting ready for a show, but it was probably a little bit more volume.
So that's the way kind of that I like to go as well. I like to put that bit more volume in actually, and really just concentrate a lot more on actually burning myself out that little bit more, just to bring the weight down, because I leave cardio quite late in my preps as well. So that helps me to burn that extra bit of calories.
So you mentioned cardio there, that brings me on to the next question now. Alright, so cardio. Do you do HIIT cardio or steady state cardio?
No, for me, all day long it's steady state cardio. I come in pretty lean as it is, so I try to keep the cardio quite low, as I say, until late on.
Right.
And then I bring it in. You're talking, it could be like 20 minutes, half an hour for maybe 3 sessions a week. And I try to keep that as separated from training as possible, just so we're not changing those signals to the brain from the anabolic muscle building to more cardio based and try and fat burn at the same time. So I like to keep those a bit separate. So I'm going to ask you something here now that I really want to know. And this one is one from myself. And it's, do you think that Juice Plus works?
Hello darkness, my old friend.
Do not get me
I got
on Juice Plus.
Alright, but on a serious note though, what are your top 3 favorite exercises?
On back day, a strange one, I probably like lat pull down the most. I know a lot of people say it's deadlifts and pull-ups and things like that. Me personally, I like the lat pull down. Chest day, I like incline on the bench. And legs, the golden one as always, I like the squat. If I'm not feeling it days, I maybe go to the leg press and change it up. Still get the session done.
Cool.
Work around it. So
nice. Let's see, we got something else here now, and it's sent in actually by a guy that subscribed to both of our channels. So big shout out to Kevin Clements there. And this one actually will work for both of us as well, and it's, does the mirror take preference or the scales when you're preparing for a show / photo shoot? Do you concentrate more on your weight, or do you concentrate on more how you look?
The scale is definitely used as a guideline, because me personally, even getting ready for that photo shoot back at the start of the year, there was weeks I didn't lose any weight. I was the same weight and I looked even better than last week, but again the scale went up weeks and I looked better again, and there was weeks the scale went down and I looked which was basically when you put the carbs back in to fill your muscles, the belly's up again. And even the night before on the photo shoot, I actually thought that this was the lightest I was going to be. I wasn't going to drop any more weight because we were loading the carbs heavy that day. And I actually nearly dropped the next morning because I woke up again the lightest I've ever been, and that was a full day of eating. If you've seen it, it was muffins. I was eating rice cakes with jam. Link in the description. Muffins, jams, everything. So I thought I was going to be up 5-7 pounds the next morning just with water weight, but I actually was down, which was
I mean that's a crazy one because people actually put so much emphasis on the fact that they're fluctuating in weight, but sometimes that can mean looking even better, looking stronger, and actually feeling better in yourself even if you are up on the weight. And it's something that I know with my own clients, and I'm sure you're the same yourself, is just telling them that not to panic, that sometimes you will be up and down. You're not going to do the exact same thing today that you done yesterday. You're not going to do the exact same thing tomorrow that you did today. So it's all about just really looking from week to week rather than day to day. Stop jumping on those scales every single day and hoping for your weight to go down. Weight is not going to drop linear. So we just got to concentrate and focus on getting that training in there, and keeping the food as healthy as possible. I mean, I don't know, actually that's a question for you now. As far as percentages of, say, clean eating, for example, to stuff that's slightly tastier, what kind of percentages would you look at?
I'll be honest, at the minute, since I finished up at the start of the year, I'm sort of trying to eat as healthy as possible Monday to Friday, and I give a little bit of leeway at the weekends. Recently it's a bit too much, but anyway, no, personally about 80%, 20%.
Yeah, I mean that's
30, like
that's the exact same for me as well.
Exactly.
And mine is a slightly different approach to yours, which is funny. It gives good context to people that it can work in different ways. Yours is a Monday to Friday kind of good split, I suppose, and then mine's is more so it's an 80-20 each day. Right. So what I do is I allow myself something, well, not right now because I'm on prep, but I usually allow myself a little bit of something every day that's going to keep my head in the game, keep me happy and keep me satisfied as far as cravings. But usually it's the 80-20 and just that different approach.
Excellent.
From your own. So
that brings me on to my next one now. Speaking of cheats and bad food, so when you're refilling glycogen up, when you're depleted, do you have a refeed day where you just literally clean carbs all day, or a little bit of something? Or do you go full on cheat meal like a pizza, Domino's, Ben & Jerry's ice cream? Just
pizza last night.
Pizza last night, so there you have it.
Pizza last night.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
He's getting ready for his show. He's prepping. I've seen him on there. He's lean as fuck. And he had a pizza last night, which makes me feel even worse right now. I want to go back on the cut, but I'm trusting the process. He even took his bloody top off. Anyway, on the next one.
Yeah, this one is there anyone actually that you watch at the minute that you would find very interesting as far as YouTubers for guys that are just starting out? For guys that are beginning to train, guys and girls obviously, that are beginning to train?
That is a very, very good question.
Watch him.
I think there's this boy called Ferry Fit. He's just actually started out on YouTube.
You should check him out.
Check him out. What in your eyes is your weakest body part?
Oh, ouch. That is a good question for me. I think probably for me, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's got to be my lower lats. I worked a lot on bringing my lats out this year because it was something that I was lacking last year. Quite a bit in. And I think it's got to be the lower lats now. Are just still not where I want them to be. They're getting there, but the lower lats, I would say, and I don't train my traps enough. And that's something that I've tried to remedy in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So hopefully now it's getting to where I need to be. But yeah, those are my two.
Me personally, when I started out training at 19, I really focused on lifting squats as heavy as I could on the 3 to 5 rep range, and I'll be honest, I got as strong as to be honest on the squats doing the 5 reps. But the thing was, the size never came. That might work for somebody else. I'm not saying that just because you do low reps you're not going to build size in your quads. Me personally, I focus more now on the higher rep range, 8 to 12, just to get the blood flow on a bit more and work on my size. As I say, my legs were strong, but size wise now they probably are my weakest part, so I have to build them up. So that's basically why I'm hitting legs twice a week now instead of one.
It goes without saying that that's the same for me. As I said, I took legs out because I'm quite strong on my lower body, but then I focus more on the weaker parts now, so I have more volume on the traps and more volume on the lower back and the likes of the lower lats and that as well. So I mean, that's probably the best way to look at it, is with your weak points, put in that bit more volume, add in the extra sets every week, and just try and progress them, try and get stronger in those movements, and keep the volume pretty high on them, and work on them, just work on that tension, keep that tension in there. It's something that we both definitely believe in, is keeping as much tension in there as possible.
Here's a good one. If you could pick one of these, which would it be? To be the strongest person in the world, the more you ate, the leaner you got, or free protein for life?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. And to be honest, for me, it's between the first two, because I'm not a big believer in taking much protein powder. I like to get as much of my protein as possible through food, and I know for a lot of people that's not possible.
Right.
But for me, that one's out. So I gotta say, I'm gonna say option B. I'm gonna say the more, what is it? The more you eat, the leaner you get.
The leaner you get.
Aesthetics. I like aesthetics. Shit. What do you got?
The more you could eat, the leaner you got.
It's a no-brainer.
But unfairly, that would probably be a problem for me because there's no off switch. If you got leaner, the more you ate, I'd probably disappear.
Let's see. I think I've got one more here for you. With your bench pressing, do you rather use dumbbells or barbells?
Good question. As I explained to a lot of my clients, I use both. If it's just solely on strength training, probably bar all day. But you have to mix it up, because a lot of people, and actually about 80% of clients, even myself when I was younger starting out, they seem to have a lot stronger in the right or the left. They alternate the strength between them. So if you're using a bar, obviously your left's helping your right's helping your left. So you have to bring in dumbbells to counteract and strengthen up the weak side. When you're doing dumbbell presses, keep the weight the same, and it will eventually bring it up on one side that is weak. So definitely best of both worlds. If it's just solely on strength training, the bar all day. But if it's aesthetics, you have to bring in the dumbbells. Calories. So do you cycle your calories and your carbs every day, or do you stay the same and just gradually decrease them?
I mean, mine, for me, the way I've kind of set up, and the way I set up, actually my coach set me up last year. I was training with a coach last year in Dublin. Shout out to Paul Morgan for that. But this year I'm doing my own prep again. I kind of adapted the same style.
Right.
Just the eating itself is slightly different. But what we done basically is kept the food as steady as possible the whole way through. My food actually didn't change from day one to maybe a couple of days before show day.
Right.
What we did then is actually kept the cardio out. So we used that as our weapon to actually counteract and bring the weight down as we went. Just brought the volume up in the training, and the calories took care of themselves then, because I was so consistent with the same foods. I was eating the same foods every day for maybe, I think it was 14 weeks last year, no, 12 weeks last year, and I'm going 14 weeks this year, give or take maybe a handful of meals throughout the whole thing. But I definitely say, for me, it worked to keep the calories the same and then drop off just in the last few days and monitor that for maybe the last 4 or 5 days. And it's kind of it was also the best way for me to keep mentally strong as well, was keeping the calories up. And I mean, a bit of cardio, what's a bit of cardio to someone rather than taking food out?
So if you know a good one,
I think I'm going to go with...
Not Just Plus now, do not mention Just Plus again to me.
Right, I think I'm going to go with something a bit offhand here, and I want to see what you come up with when I say to you, what is your plan for the next 5 years? Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Ooh. Now, this can be YouTube, this can be life, this can be anything you want.
Well, I definitely want to get my YouTube content up. So hit that like and subscribe button. Help a brother out. Also, I probably want to help a lot more people than I'm doing at the minute. So I probably really want to help more people. Because I love helping people out, and that's one thing about me. I'm always reliable for helping somebody out. So that basically probably it. I am helping more people and getting my name out there a bit more. So again, hit that like and subscribe button, please.
Down here, somewhere, probably his side. I don't know.
Somewhere.
It's alright. It's around there anyway.
So definitely, get my name out there a bit more and probably help out a few more people. And as always, if you need advice on anything nutrition, training wise, hit me up or hit Don.
Leave him a comment.
Whatever.
Check out my channel up there.
I'm going
somewhere.
to edit shit out of this later.
All good. Right, so I mean that's probably it then.
Right. So that is it, people. Hope you like this Q&A. So if you are in the Stunnerler, Balbaf area, Convoy area, hit Don up, Don Maguire Fitness. He's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat.
Yes, everywhere. I got you. Got you all
And
covered. This guy, you gotta hit him up. Ferry Fit. So it's Ferry_Fit on Instagram.
yeah,
And that's his main. That's your main traffic area.
Main
Facebook,
traffic.
Ferry Fit as well.
yeah.
YouTube, obviously, you're just keep checking him out, keep going through his stuff, like his stuff, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. And I guess we'll chat to you again soon. We'll probably see each other
So that
around.
is it. We are out. See you on the next one.
Peace.